Morning, happy coffee talk. It's Monday, gray day as can be here in Washington, and it's Martin Luther King Day. So my kids are going to be home today. They don't have school, and they're going to be causing chaos and disruption all day. I could have an optimistic mind. I know I should have an optimistic mind and say, you know what, they're going to play together nicely. They're going to play with their little sister. They're going to help do some chores. But that's probably not going to be the case. They're probably just going to be telling me all day that they are bored and hungry and not recognizing why today is a normal coaching day for me. They'll probably be like, Mom, entertain us. Dance, clown, dance. But they're not awake yet. So coffee talk is quiet right now, which is exactly as it should be. So I want to share my mug actually today at the beginning of the coffee talk episode. I know I usually do that at the end lately, but I want to share it at the beginning because this is a brand new coffee mug. I actually got it for myself. It is tan and light blue. It's really cool. It reminds me a little bit of the tattoo on my arm because it looks like owl eyes. Like, I'll show you again if you're looking on this on YouTube or if you're watching in the Facebook group. Um, anyways, I am drinking Black Rifle coffee in this new mug, and I got this mug for myself. And that is what I want to talk about this morning. I want to talk about the fact that I like coffee mugs. I often receive them as gifts. You're going to be like, what does this have to do with me? Hang on just for a minute. I'm going to tell you. I often receive them as a gift, which I love. That makes them even extra special. And I think about them and I talk about them. So because I really like coffee. So I share my coffee mugs on this podcast just as sort of a like side note of maybe a memory or some reason that something makes me happy. Just a little, detail. So I'm just sharing it because if we were together in person, I would do that too. Point is that I really enjoy them. They're probably like the only thing that I collect. I don't collect anything else. I don't know what you could collect, but some people have things that they collect. I don't collect anything. I just collect coffee mugs. Point is I bought this one for myself yesterday. I was walking downtown Snohomish. I saw this one in the mirror or in the window, and I was like, I must have it. And so I bought it for myself. And I brought it home, and my kid is like, Mom, you already have too many coffee mugs. Like, why did you buy yourself another coffee mug? And I was like, I like them. And I liked this particular mug a lot, so I bought it for myself. I wanted to share that with you because people pay attention to the things that you do, particularly when you do something nice or supportive for yourself. Now, I get it. There's an extreme of this, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about like every day, all day is about me. I'm talking about modeling what you want to receive in the universe. So, for example, why should anyone give me a coffee mug if I'm not even willing to give one to myself? Every once in a while, I give one to myself. And it makes me happy. And so other people see that and they're like, I want to give her a coffee mug because it'll make her happy. So immediately I want you to think about this in your life. It is tricky to live a healthy lifestyle, to make changes, to have boundaries when we don't do these things for ourselves. And so, for example, it's like, hey, you're telling your kids, I want you to get outside. I'm sick of you being inside. And you're like, you know what? I need to get outside too. I need to be active. And you're like beating yourself up because you're like, I need to get a workout in. And then you take that on the kids because they're not being as active as they should be. And so then you're like, feeling this spiral of like, I'm not active and the people around me aren't either. And this is frustrating and I need to do something about it and blah, blah. Point is that, and then they give you resistance. You're like, hey, we're going to, gonna go do a walk. How about let's go. Get your shoes on, and you get resistance. What if instead you modeled that going for a walk is taking care of you? And so you're like, I'm going for a walk, guys. And you start doing it a lot. And they're like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, well, because I like it. I like looking at the birds. I like to breathe in the air. It makes me feel good. It makes my legs feel better after sitting all day. You should come. That sort of thing, and you're like doing it for yourself. You are modeling like taking care of yourself. And so then they're like, okay, well, I want to do that with you. Eventually they do, because it's a different kind of thing. It's like less based off of guilt or should or any of that, and more just based off of you're doing something for yourself. You're taking care of yourself. Maybe it's go to bed early. Maybe it is saying no thanks to something you don't want. Maybe it's a food boundary. If you aren't willing to do it for yourself, people aren't going to line up to do it for you or with you. It always has to start with you. And that might just be all that it ever is. I think that sometimes we have to wrap our head around the fact that it's okay if everyone in our life doesn't line up in support of your healthy lifestyle changes. If you are modeling like what I'm talking about, if you are doing it for you to take care of you and you are saying how this is supportive for you, people will be more supportive. They will. And they'll probably join you. That's true. But even if they don't, you still have to do it this way. You do. And I don't know why getting myself a coffee mug made me think of this, other than the fact that I notice things like that, especially for my kids, because they pay attention, that even getting myself something small that makes me happy is teaching them something about self-care. Not that I'm like, I'm not teaching them like buying things, don't take it to the extreme. I guess what I'm saying is I really take a lot of joy out of coffee mugs. And so even though they give me a hard time about it and everybody teases me, I like doing this sometimes. And so I'm showing them that that's okay. I do the same thing with workouts, or at least I try to. It's not a punishment. I am showing them I'm taking care of myself. This is what I want to do so I feel better. Why are you doing that, Mom? Because of this. But then they don't push back on me. I don't get the resistance. So even if your people in your life aren't really willing to jump on the train with you, and they might not be, that's okay. When they see that you are sort of leading the way, then they're probably going to be far more supportive and less resistant. It's a small frame shift, but I feel like it was worth bringing up on Coffee Talk today. Start with you, okay? Do the things like you lead the way in taking care of yourself, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. You lead the way. And then some people will get in line to support you, and other people will just get out of the way. That's what we want. And some people will be in line to do it with you because they're like, that's my jam right there. So you lead the way in taking care of you. No one else is going to do it for you. It has to be led by you. Model it for other people, how you want them to treat you, how you want them to respect your boundaries, how the things that you're doing, whether it's walk or a workout or eating a salad or not going out to eat that night, that is not about punishment. That's about taking care of you. And you're leading the way in taking care of you. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to you. So that's my Coffee Talk message for today. Just think about it. Are you leading the way in taking care of you? Are you showing people what you need? Are you showing people the way that you want to be treated or supported? Show them. Show them that this is important to you. Talk to them. The people in your life that are most important, talk to them about this. Talk to them about the changes that you're trying to make. Give them the opportunity to support you. Show them. You can do it. If you need help with this, hit me up. Send me a DM. We can talk it through. We can pep talk how you would have that conversation with your people. Thanks as always for plugging into Coffee Talk. It means so much to me that we get to spend this few minutes together in the morning. If you like this episode, be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Downcast, all of them. And if you are listening on the podcast or on YouTube and are not a part of our free Facebook group, go to fitme free community on Facebook. Request to join the group. We have daily positive accountability in there. That means every single day there's a post with some workouts, some fitme plate inspiration, and accountability and coaching. So it's a great place to get started making those diet-free, sustainable changes that'll work in your real life. If that's what you're looking for, that's the group for you. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. P.S. I have a really exciting announcement tomorrow, so be sure to tune in to Coffee Talk. A really cool announcement that I can't wait to tell you. So talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.